Okay, you guys, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, my smiling face. Can you see my smiling face? Okay, so I feel like you can't. I made some art. I don't know, look at my Pink Floyd shirt. I've had this shirt for a long time. If you guys noticed my clothes selection, I haven't bought new clothes in a long time. I just wear like Caleb's old shirts. I do have chick clothes, but what have I got to say about that? You guys, chick clothes aren't very comfortable, and I know that's kind of like, but anyways, usually I work out before I show off my resin, but it's just one of those days. Talking about he said, she said. So, if you missed my like resin shows that we did, I know I feel like I should just keep standing back so I'm in frame here. We resin some of the slabs. What have I got to say? I will say what I've got to say about that in a second. We made lighter cases. I resined my metamorphic schist pieces, which kind of turned dark and got glitter all over them. Because when you make resin, you've got to use this like ooh la la heat gun, right? Get the bubbles out. So I kind of foofed the glitter all over the place. But you know what? That's fine. I did my schist piece. We did some of these magnet pieces. I'll give you some close-up on them when I talk about it in a second. So we've got bear, moose, wolf, cat, dice. We got dice. Setting up resin takes a long time. Have your ideas organized before you set your resin. Like I set my resin in the sink and both jugs, and it heats up. It makes it so when you mix it, it is going to bond faster. But as it bonds, it heats and sets. So just make sure you have everything ready. Last night I didn't have anything ready, so if you watch my show, it's probably like, caca, when that's what it was like. But Caleb was like, let's do these magnets. Like he just wanted to brush these magnets, and I was like, well, we can't mix up a whole vat of resin just so I can brush these magnets. Because that's silly. Oh, I never realized how gold flaky this is before, actually. I just found this in one of my jars, so I'd like busted up all this carnelian quartz. I'm gonna zoom in on that. Looking for gold. Okay, and then we're gonna tip you down, and we're gonna start doing some more. I know my light in here is not great, but I don't have any better light right now. But look at, see how glittery that is? Don't mind my chewed on fingernails. So that came out of a carnelian quartz ball. Cool, right? Very cool. Okay, so let's do, this is the most exciting part of the day for me. The most exciting part of the day. So these, which we were kind of laughing and been calling, I need more light, Caleb. Do you mind flicking those lights on over there for me? I don't think it'll super help, but did that help at all? Probably not. Okay, so there's the glitter that I got stuck in there, but there's the actual, there we go. These are the stones that we got from Bailey Bridge. Remember if you watched my few videos back and I was like, what kind of rock is this? So this is like some sort of metamorphic slate rock that we're going to make magnets out of it. But isn't it beautiful? And we've been kind of laughing that it's like that, like Dan Hurd's ocean picture stone, except it's like my Bella Coola rainforest stone. Mad Dog Mountain Arts Bella Coola rainforest stone. Not to like rip anything off. It's actually probably like New Hawk traditional territory stone. We can try, but the only thing with these is that they make it blue. I don't know. So, okay, and then this one's a good example of, you see those speckles on there? That's me with the resin, right? I should have just resined one side and let it stick, but I started like picking them up and resining it all. Here's that agate ball that Crystal found that you can really see now. Look at the center. I have some actual agates. The center is like silica. This is one of those quartz balls. And again, so with the light, you can see where I made mistakes. Like, do it one side at a time. Have patience. I don't have patience, so I tend to like wreck a lot of projects. But at the same time, I have ingenuity, so things that other people wouldn't try, I try. But, so if you follow my page, at least you can learn. I mean, maybe this wasn't obvious to people. It was like, don't try to resin both sides, but I did. And this is my piece of like what I like to call pynite, just because the pink that's in this granite, it's almost like a purple. We love it. We love it. Okay, so we're gonna rush right along there. So that was some of the, these turned out nice too. These, yeah, except they're food. There's food stuck to them. These serpentine epidote things. Pretty, right? Except again, some flaws because I did these last and I was tired. That's the other thing with like resin. It's like, it's easy to get too much going on your plate. But some of these, if there's like definite things I don't like about it, that's the side I'll put the magnet on. And we can always coat it again with resin. You can always sandpaper it. Like, it's extra time that maybe you didn't have to take, oops, for your project. But you botched the job, so you gotta go back and do it again. This is that piece of what I wanted to call fluorite, but now I'm wondering if this, like, really bright green is that glauberite. Oh, and you guys seen me pull this. I was actually gonna might send this away, but I was gonna send this to you, Wally, but I might have botched it up by like putting the resin on it, but I can find another one. But I just wanted to see how bright that would be. And see, so I got the glitter stuck on that end. If you didn't like that end, I know I'm shaking away. Need more coffee. You could sand that piece. You can always like sand and re-resin. No big deal. And someone was over last night and I was talking about a polisher, and yeah, we should just run it through a tumbler. Buddy Darcy there has a tumbler, but she hasn't been watching my stuff. Hint, hint. So we've got to get her on the tumbling. We got to get her using her tumbler again. She wants to sell some stuff, so I might put some of her tumbled rocks into my Etsy shop too, because we're all poor down here. Or eventually, if I make enough money, I might get my own tumbler. Who knows? Who knows? I do like this softening. So these guys, even though I cut them a bit sideways. I put the resin on them, but so now they'll just have the wet look forever. I'll probably put the magnet on this side. And that's that. This is turning into, it always turns into a long one. Hey, we should probably stop, and then I can label this one just magnets and a little bit of my interaction, or painted rock. Maybe I can label this one painted rock. What do you think, Caleb? Yeah. And then I could label the next one. My sister's messaging me. I know. When I start to get really famous, guys, I'm just going to hire all my family members. Yeah. I got a job for you. You got to listen to what I say for a change. Just kidding. I phoned my mom last night because I was excited to tell her that I made my first $3 off ad revenue. So thank you very much, fans, for watching the ads. I appreciate that. I did make $3. It was super sweet. But I phoned to tell my mom, and she didn't even get it. She did not even get it, what I was talking about. So I'm gonna stop this and do another 10 minutes, because I know that it's hard to watch. You guys can take a break. That was just magnets, and maybe we'll clear all the magnets off. Yeah, I talked to her for an hour, and then I was like, guess what, Mom? I made $3. And she was like, so I hope that eventually she understands what I'm doing. Anyways, so that's Mad Dog Mountain Arts.